Let's go with freaking Brante, man. The errors of the youth. We are 21 now. The errors of youth. We are in our youth. I mean, we are in peacetime now. Let's go. Let's see what happens. I ate and I got a hiccup as a result. Because you can't not be cute. My god, even a hiccup. What else? You got a hiccup even yesterday on stream. My god. The errors of youth. It's been a month since Sophia left the city on Felipe's urgent orders. You have no idea where she went. Until she returns, the last straw has been laying low. You have had to tend to the print shop all by yourself. So the last straw is our new underground organization that this time we are building for Felipe. So we are actually playing a double game, doppio gioco in Italian, double game. So we are a double agent. Felipe obviously is, I never remember his, Felipe El Ferro is the advisor of the secret chancellery, basically the secret police. And yeah, Sophia was, I mean, it's a long story. We died for her because remember, in this world you only die thrice. After that is true death. You don't come back. Doesn't matter how quick and what I eat, it will happen regardless. Oh, dang it, this thing. Why you're so cute? Early morning. Father Fouad welcomes you to the print shop. He looks like he was asleep just a moment ago himself. He gets up from his makeshift bed of crates and beckons you closer with a finger. Beacons? I don't know. Brante, I got something to tell you, young man. So I made my rounds last night, so to speak. I stopped by a few flop houses, hit a quick taverns and other dens of iniquity, and I met a young man we could use. Not sure if we can trust him, though. His name's Gustav. He told me he comes from Eterna, the capital of this empire. Says he's on the run from the secret chancellery. Insists he was with the underground there in the capital, the Lotless, they're called. They were responsible for that march of the colors 4 years back. We were part of the Lotless. Now we collaborate with the secret chancellery because of that. Because we were caught with the Lotless. Because I don't need a reason to be cute. No, you're just like that. That's what you do. So Gustav tells me that all the Lotless were nabbed by secret chancellery spooks after their march. He thinks the Anisot underground could be in danger too. The trouble is that's all he told me. He's not exactly a trusting fellow. I think one of us ought to talk to him, find out who he is and what he knows. He looks shady if you ask me, but maybe we could use him here? What you say, young man? You thank Fuad for the information. You will think about how to meet with Gustav yourself. Just give me the word, young man, and I'll set it up. Fuad bows, stretches, and walks off to the printing presses. You sigh, trying to steady the furious beating of your heart. Gustav was one of your trusted agents back in Eterna. If he gets too friendly with the last straw in Anisot, your name will come up eventually. So yes, he knew us from the Lotless, so maybe now we are undercover in this new last straw job, so maybe he could expose us. You do not think that Gustav ever found out that the Lotless were established on Felipe's orders, but still, he knows that you were deeply involved in the march. That alone might be enough for him to dismantle your cover story here in Anisot. You need to deal with this problem as quickly as possible. Yeah, we don't have much choice because we lack what we need. As usual, just for one. We need more than 14. equal or more than 14 of manipulation, we have 13. We need equal or more 14 scheming, we have 13, as usual. So we can only order everyone to lie low. You alert Felipe to Gustav's presence. The Secret Chancellery can solve this problem for you. Dealing with Gustav on your own could put you and your cover story in danger. You send Felipe an urgent report. You warn him about the last surviving member of the Lotless and ask him to solve this problem for you. Then you send a warning to each of the last row cells. Lay low, stay out of contact, and wait for a signal. For several weeks you live the quiet, peaceful life of a print shop owner, which is our cover. Days pass. You hear nothing about Gustav or the Lotless. Your worries eventually disappear. There are no new rumors or news about recent injustices throughout the Empire, no never-ending speeches to inspire the people to fight, no meetings in the basements. You feel strange at first, but you soon grow accustomed to this serene existence. Time marches on. But these peaceful days cannot last forever, and one fine morning you receive a letter from Felipe, our boss. Your problem has been solved. Get back to work. We've lost too much time already. No more delays. Spy network goes down by 1. We are at the infiltration stage. Fine. Another year passes. We are 22 now. Okay, the main arc story is us. We are the Sir Brante. We are part of the Brante family, and we are writing our life, our memories. So this is the book you see, right? That's the book of our memories. We are writing the book of our memories by living our life effectively as a player for the first time. This is an event. This event is a consequence of your previous actions. Conditions met, unrest equal or more than 5. And stash of gunpowder, we had this event, yes. Powder keg, this is Sophia. The air is chilly, the sun has set. You make your way toward the city walls, avoiding the busy streets. There, by an old grain warehouse, you have an appointment with Sophia. She wanted to speak to you face to face. Is she afraid of being overheard? She's already there, leaning on the old wall and smoking her pipe. She greets you with a nod. I'm glad you got here quick. Listen up. We've been in Anisal for a while now. I've seen how you handle things with the last straw. I think I can trust you. Oh really, we are still in those terms? Sophia, I died for you. As an 8-year-old. I need to ask you a favor. It's not for the last straw, but Felipe can never find out about it. I need gunpowder, and I need it now. I led you to the stuff, and now I want you to tell me where they're hiding it. You ask Sophia what she needs the gunpowder for. The young woman squints and looks you in the eye. To get people riled up, to start the revolt. Don't expect any details. You know how it goes. The longer the chain, the easier it breaks. You'll find out soon enough. For now, the question is whether you trust me or not. Just give me the gunpowder and keep your trap shut. Think you can handle that? Okay, again, our last moves have gone into the direction of, despite working for Felipe, so for the Empire, for the Secret Chancellery, we still want to carve space for ourselves. We can be more than a mere tool in the hands of the powerful or the rebels. So this move would actually put Sophia in charge of something that we don't know. So that's a refuse right here. And For what it's worth, for me, Sophia, we are not in the good terms anymore. Now it's everybody on his own. You replied that you cannot give Sophia the gunpowder without knowing what she's going to do with it. Absolutely, I want to be part of it. No, you cannot give Sophia the gunpowder without knowing her intentions. I helped you get the gunpowder. It's not yours. Be that as it may, it's still too dangerous. You ask Sophia why you should trust her. She purses her lips, annoyed. So that's how it is. Yes, Sophia, that's how it is. Woman. Deal with it, woman. Oh, fuck. Yeah, she's a magical being. I forgot about that. The moon's golden reflection dances in her bottomless eyes. The dizziness knocks you off your feet. She's a dizzy, I see. I can't resist. Felipe will never find out about this conversation. Remember, Tasto, a slave only gets to live as long as he's useful. The minute you aren't useful anymore, one word from Felipe will be enough to wipe you from the face of existence. Relations -1, indifference, fine. That's what I feel for her. The dizziness is spreading beyond me now, yes. Maybe you are a magical being after all, like Sophia. Maybe I should beware of you, like I should be of Sophia. Maybe you are my Sophia. The question is then, when will I die for you? Just a few days into the year, Mayor Egmont, chairman of the Lesser Quorum and owner of several silver mines, made a speech that caused quite a stir in the province. Though a commoner, Egmont had the gall to demand that the Magran authorities both enforce and obey imperial law. Yes, because in this world you are a witch, so I am. Maybe, I told you, maybe you made a spell on me. So in this world, there's basically a caste system. There's the commoners, the noblemen. They are two different, it's crazy. It's crazy. I'm gonna post on YouTube the VODs of this whole Brante thing, because And Mayor Egmont is basically, he's a rich man. He's a commoner. He was born a commoner, so he's not noble. So he's on the last. He's very low in the rankings, in the social rankings, but still he's rich. He became rich. So Mayor Egmont is basically the front runner of the aristocrats, not really, the capitalists. Okay, this is all, to me, a parody, a retelling of the French Revolution, basically. So the rich guys are trying to overthrow the old ancien regime, the old guys that are ruling just because God said it, just because of the old system of religion and familism and stuff like that. So Egmont embodies that. I can do all sorts of spells, like protection spells, love spells, and so on and so forth. I told you, Dizzy, please do some love spells so that I can find a girl finally, a significant other for me. I can also do jinxes, no, hexes and curses, no, not that stuff, no. Don't do that, please. Yeah, a love spell, yes. I need a partner. What's the use of the imperial laws if they aren't enforced as they should be? Even today, any anisot nobleman who gets up on the wrong side of the bed can draw his sword and run a commoner through with impunity. These gentlemen may be our rulers, but does that mean they can defy The Emperor's will? Cyril Bourne has been appointed to enforce the rule of law in Magra. How come the prefect doesn't see this? We commoners aren't trying to seize the noble lot and take over the province, but the rule of tradition is a thing of the past. The lot is the caste you belong to. This is the age of justice. We may not all be equal in his eyes, but even the nobles and clergy must obey the law. Hey Zendal, welcome. Fuck, I still need to do the sub to your channel. Fuck. Yeah, sorry Zendal, scusa Zendal. Che palle. Lo farò. No, ma lo farò, lo devo fare. Because there's a rule within witchcraft. You do something to them and it will return 3 times as strong. Nice. I mean, in the case of the love spell, is nice, right? So I will be loved, you will be loved 3 times more than me, than I will be. Don't worry, I will. I worry. Because I'm stupid. Welcome Zendal, though. I also have to add you to the XCOM squad. Aspetta che a breve torno live. Ok, sì. Ma infatti sì, è una vita che non fai live. Bene, sì, va bene. Quello me lo ricorderà di certo. Giusto. Grazie che stai un po' alla mia deficienza in queste cose. The Magran aristocracy is furious with Egmont and demands that he be silenced. But the rich industrialist has too much money and too much connections to be dealt with so easily. You hear more and more rumors about secret societies of commoners appearing in the city, plotting against noble rule. The gentry fears that Egmont and his peers might be behind this, but they have no proof, at least, for now. Father Leonard, abbot of the Temple of the Silver Tree and leader of the New Believers, supports Egmont and has spoken publicly in his favor. Yeah, there's also this schism inside the religion of this world, with the new faith against the old faith. Obviously, the new faith is more open, is more against the lot system. Obviously, it's basically Protestantism. I created Lutherans, yeah. That sadly only applies to negative spells. Oh, I see. Con I turni è un casino. Immagino, Zenda, ma vedo anche Enigmind che è completamente distrutta ormai, quindi mi dispiace. The twins themselves entrusted the noble estate with the right to rule over the common folk, but rulers must also care for their subjects. The old faith is mistaken. No commoner should ever be forced to suffer. It's for this very reason that the imperial law exists. It's there to ease the people's suffering. May those laws be duly enforced, and may they serve all the people of the empire. So this is the new faith, yes, which I agree with. In fact, if I'll ever replay this, which I could do, I would choose differently. Yes, I would go maybe more towards that schism thing. I would explore more the religious instead of the political thing. So power +1, there's struggle of power in Magra, the province. I can see. Order -1, there's discontent, that's 5. So yeah, it's inside discontent. Wealth of Magra is -1. It's still security, but yeah, it's still fine for now. A chat with the magistrate? Ooh, your heart is pounding madly in your chest. You gasp desperately for air, paralyzed by fear. 2 burly young men have just pulled a sack over your head and shoved you into a carriage. Who could have done this? Are they Felipe's men? Members of the Last Straw? Someone else with a grudge against you? Sophia? Where are they taking you? Can you even hope to survive this day? The carriage comes to a stop. They drag you out, get you on your feet and force you to walk. You march down long hallways in complete silence. Then, at last, they sit you in a chair. Remy Elverman. This is new. What you don't do to become a billionaire, right? This story is interesting. Okay, yeah, I'm going to publish as soon as possible. I have the video, I think, already going. Just need to publish them on YouTube because, yeah, if you haven't followed this from the very beginning, there's much more than I said just now, and especially the beginning are very powerful. They punch you in the guts. It's a very strong and interesting story, absolutely. Now we are more on the political side of it. We grew up. The story begins with the birth. So, and yeah, again, we read like 50 minutes and then take 10 minutes to make one choice. Maybe there could be more choices. But apart from that, it's a great story, in my opinion, absolutely. I could do a love spell for though, if you really wanted that. If so, I'll aim a protection spell to you as well. Oh. What about, you know, a luck spell? I just need some luck, really, in any field. Be it the streaming, be it the love, be it anything, really. The place where I live, my parents, anything. Well, I mean, my parents are gone by now. I mean, I don't even think of recovering the relationship with them. But you know, I need something good in my life. Maybe that's the good spell. I don't even want somebody to love me by force, right? Because there's a spell on them. No, I want to be appreciated because I'm a sexy brain. Because my sexy brain, I got a sexy brain. I don't need any spell. I have countless luck spell I can do of differing strength. Well, to counter my unluckiness, maybe a strong one is needed. Oh, even health, yeah. Okay, man, I really need something. But yeah, don't worry, this I'm just wandering with my thoughts. I don't think I want spells, actually. I shouldn't need them, come on. I need you, Dizzy, that's all I need. I don't like love spells because I don't like meddling with people's, yeah, right? Yeah, I'm just wandering with my mind. Don't worry, yeah, don't do anything for me, please, for now, spells-wise. Okay. Okay, Remy Elvermont. So this is a magistrate, I guess. So, well, okay. In these menus, there's everything. This is us, Tasto Brante. This is our personal qualities, which are determined by choices made in the past. When we were kids, we had different stuff. Then created this one in here. This is our house, the reputation, the wealth, the unity, the heir, which is Stefan, our bigger brother. This is the Brante family. Gregor is dead now, but we dealt with him. This is our father, Robert. See, that's me. So Robert Brante was married with Amalia Elborn. As you can see, she's a noble by birth, or you know, this is like the usual nobility system. So there are higher nobles, there are nobles forever and by birth, and there are guys like our father, which can obtain nobility but with certain conditions, the landed gentry, you know, the things like that, which aren't really noble by birth. They don't have titles, hereditary titles. They must earn it, something like that. So Gregor Brante was the first one in our family to achieve nobility. But then his son, Robert, our father, still had to achieve it himself, and he did. So he was a noble. He's a nobleman of the mantle. Okay, so he served the empire and then became a nobleman through this. He married, Amalia Elborn, which was a noblewoman of the sword. Okay, so this is a higher nobility. They had Stefan as a son, which is the heir of the family because he's noble by birth. He was born by two noble people, Robert and Amalia. Then our father remarried with Lydia Brante, which is our mother. She's a commoner, lowly origins. She's not a noble, so I am half. I'm a lowborn. At some point I had to choose my estate, and I went with lowborn, so I'm not a noble. Okay, I'm a commoner. Then there's our little brother Nathan, again, born from Lydia and our father Robert, so even him is not a noble. And then there's Gloria, our sister, which is only the daughter of Lydia. We don't know about her father. We have some guesses, I have them. But she's even lower on the social status. In fact, she's treated very badly by Stefan, by the grandfather, because she is the illegitimate daughter of a commoner. So she's really the weakest of the weakest in terms of social position, right? So this is the setup of our family. Just tell me if you ever want a spell done. I'll fetch my spell book. Thank you, Dizzy. I hope, my own strength would be enough, but that sounds really good. Probably not hard. Can I have a light protection spell, Dizzy, if you don't mind? I'll get my spell book later this evening. There we go. Yeah. A good old little spell. These are the relations. Basically, these are all the people we met. All the notable people we met. Not really every one of those. This is our childhood friend, for example, Thomas Kerro. Tomas. He's a nobleman of the mantle, yeah. This is the empire, this fictional empire, which is kind of the French Empire or the Holy Roman Empire. This is Anisot. This is the province of Magra. Okay. This is Eterna. No, this is Eterna, the capital of the empire. The blessed Archnian Empire. It's an Archnian empire, and the Archnians are not humans, apparently. And the gods seems to be real in this world. The twin gods. We met them, maybe. This is the province we are in, with all the power, church, wealth, what's happening in the province. This is our occupation. And just a tiny spell from the Norwegian witch, yeah. Get that thing off his head. I can talk to him like that, can I? A hand wrenches the sack off your head. Light stabs you in the eyes as you gasp for air. Once your eyes adjust, you see a dining table covered in years of dust. This is a noble mansion, abandoned long ago. The paint is peeling and the glazed gilt trim is cracked and faded. The once magnificent furniture is covered in rust and cobwebs. In the midst of this withered splendor, you see a man who is known to all, the magistrate of Anisot, Sir Remy Elvermont. Remy Elvermont, I suppose you've caught your breath by now, huh, Brante? Let's have a little chat, shall we? First, the obvious. I know what you are, and I know who you work for. I know your family. I have the power to ruin you and your father and everyone else you care about. If anyone ever hears about this conversation, I will crush you before you can blink. But I didn't arrange this meeting just to threaten you. I'm prepared to offer you something. Salvation. A glib smile spreads across Elvermont's face. Now let's move on to the meat of our little tete-a-tete. You're in a real pickle, Brante. You will never escape Felipe's iron grip. He will continue to use you as long as you remain useful, and the moment that the usefulness ends, he will deem you an obstacle and eliminate you. However, I would like to extend to you an offer of protection. A spell, if you wish. If you wish. If you help me, I will keep you safe from Felipe and the secret chancery. I'm aware of Felipe's scheme to obtain special authority from the overseer. The old dog is hungry for power, but I have enough on my plate as it is. What will Elborn's prefecture and Egmont's lesser quorum? What? The secret chancery is supposed to safeguard the imperial rule, but instead Felipe is playing a game of his own in my city. Anisot does not need another man who treats it like a plaything for acting out his utopian fantasies. This is a disaster waiting to happen. If the secret chancery ever gets discretionary powers, no one will ever be able to stand in its way, especially commoners like you. So here's the deal, Brante. You help me rid Anisot of the Lesser Quorum and all the other rebels and rebel-rousers, and I'll save you from Felipe. And who's gonna save me from you, Elverman? I already know that Mayor Egmont and his cronies are connected to your secret network, and knowing the secret chancery, I'm quite certain you've made a note of Egmont's every last misdeed. Once you have enough evidence to put good old Meyer behind bars, or in a noose, bring me everything you've got on him and the other upstarts. Felipe will be left empty-handed. With Egmont out of the picture, I'll be free to disband the Lesser Quorum and rule this city in peace. And then I'll finally drive Felipe out of Anisot. Who are you, though? What exactly do you govern? Magistrate. Manages the city's affairs. Head of the noble court of honor. An inveterate follower of the noble traditions of old. He opposes any and all change in the Empire. I think a change is needed. Which means that you will go free, I will rule as I should, and the city of Anisot will return to normal. No blood will be shed. There will be no more plotting, no more need to pretend. What do you say to that, Brante? Oh, I can only agree, I mean. Always for one. Why? Because I don't have enough valor, fine, to refuse, and not enough diplomacy or manipulation to evade the question. I got 13 manipulation, I'm pretty good at it. No. Come on, I'm clever. Do I have to be a con artist to evade the question? Fine. You promised to help Elverman get rid of Mayor Egmont in return for his protection against Felipe. I don't want to do this. I'm not gonna do this. A chance to break free from Felipe's clutches, to save the city from the secret chancellery's ruthless rule, to return power to a man who has what it takes to restore order in Anisot. The way things stand, it seems to be the least bad option. You will have to go against Felipe, it's the only way, but if he finds out about your betrayal before the time is ripe, no one will be able to save you from him. You stand up and promise to fulfill the magistrate's request. Your underground network will give Sir Elverman all the dirt he needs to bring down Egmont and Anisot's other rabble-rousers. The magistrate nods, pleased with your answer. A wise choice, Brante. +1 indifference. We made a deal. My men will see you out, and don't forget the first part of our little chat. We'll never meet. This never happened. Reputation +1, tarnished honor. This is our family. Yeah, it affects how the nobility treats your family. A plot with Elverman happened. You secretly sided with the magistrate and promised him help in the struggle against his enemies. I won't do that. I will not do that. Brothers in misery, probably the last one. Fine, fine. Oh, this is streaming. You didn't... Shit. They didn't tell me. Your home has been much more peaceful for the last year. The fights between Stefan and Gloria are not as fierce now, but how long will this last? Your job takes up all your time. You see your parents and siblings less and less often. Sometimes you don't even know what they are doing while you deal with the constant stream of duties. Actually, I'm going to stop here, yes. Should tell you in 5 minutes when the starting soon is done. Okay. I'm gonna raid her, but I don't know who's here actually. Yeah, Zendal, I mean... Enigmind is not really here. There's UK and Dizzy, so... Fine. I bet all my money? No need. Fine. I'm gonna raid her, but yeah. This morning you head out on urgent business. You take one step out of the gate and run into an uninformed gendarme. Oh, uninformed? Meaning he has no uniform? Captain Leonard. Okay, where are we? Your job takes out you see your visitor. Okay. Okay. Sir Brante, your presence is requested at the prefecture dungeon. Taken aback, you ask what this is about. We have your brothers Stefan and Nathan Brante in a cell. They were arrested last night at the Steiner's Inn. They asked us to send for you. You're absolutely right, Kayla. The cells in the prefecture dungeon are cold and damp. Damp. The guards lead you to the bars, and behind them you see Nathan huddled in the corner. Your younger brother is unshaven, more disheveled, I don't know, than usual, and reeking of wine and filth. Oh, poor Nathan, man. Near the cell you see Stefan grimly sitting in a chair. You guess that the gendarmes thought it best not to put him in the same cell as his lowborn brother. He's a lowborn, see? Upon seeing you, Nathan lets out a whimper, and Stefan cracks a bitter smile. The sheet on your brother's belt is empty. There you are at last, Asto. Have a look at our younger brother. Yesterday he got drunk in the company of some dubious fellows. They are commoners, yet they dared to surrender to pleasure. They started a brawl, wrecked the inn, and harassed the waitresses. As soon as I heard, I rushed to save this drunkard from shame. Nathan cowers into the corner, horror-struck. I walked in and demanded that Nathan come with me, but his cronies wouldn't let him go. Nathan, man, since you joined Nirvana, it's been such a downfall for you. That's not true. You just grabbed me by the collar and dragged me after you. You nearly suffocated me. Shut your mouth, cur. What's cur? So, brother, they seem to have some sort of sect. They all shouted defamations against the twin gods, and one of them grabbed me by the arm. I was forced to skewer this heretic with my sword. I hope a lesser death will teach him never to lay his filthy paws on a nobleman. He was just trying to talk to you, Stefan. Silence! Then the gendarmes barged in, and here we are. I have been accused of an unlawful murder. Apparently, the new laws allow killing a commoner only if he attacks first or wields a weapon. They say that in the event of an insult, I'm supposed to file a complaint with the prefecture. So now they're going to seize my sword for a whole year. What a shame. And it's all your fault, Nathan. Stefan gives the bars a furious kick. Nathan covers his face with his hands in despair. Tasto, brother, you are our only hope. Get me my sword back and get us out of here, and fast. We have to bury this sordid affair as deep as we can before anyone finds out. Save our family from shame. Again, I can't do anything anymore. Why? Again, for one. What the fuck? All for one. Ask father for help? You persuade the head of the family to use his power as judge to free Stefan and Nathan? You will not try to get your brothers out of trouble? I mean, Nathan is in it though. I will ask father. I'm live, but you already know that. Okay, I'm gonna raid you as soon as I'm over with this chapter. I'll have to go be a good mod for them. Yes, Kay. Fine, don't worry. I'm gonna join you soon. Brothers in misery, yes. You tell Stefan that the only way to get them out of his mess is with father's help. No, Tasto, father must not know about this. If he gets involved, we won't be able to avoid dishonoring the family. You coldly reply that after this incident, disgrace is inevitable. All that remains is to try and minimize the damage. Leaving your brothers, you go upstairs to your father's office. This is our father, Robert. What happened, Tasto? You give father an account of the incident. He becomes more and more grim with every word you utter. Is this why I earned the judge's mantle? To get my own sons out of prison? I would have expected something like this from Nathan, but Stefan? I would not demean myself so they can avoid their punishment. You argue that in this case the damage to your family's reputation will be far greater. Stefan will be publicly deprived of the sword, and Nathan will be sentenced to hard labor on the streets. I hate to admit it, but you're right, son. I'll have to swallow my pride and plead their case to the prefect. Stefan is his newfie, after all. Father gets an audience with his superior, Elborn. He returns downhearted, but holding the prefect's order. Together you walk down to the dungeon and present the order to the gendarme. Sir Brante's sword is to be returned at once. He has not broken the law and must be freed. As for Nathan Brante, he will personally cover the damages the inn has sustained. This is no reason to keep a son of a noble family behind bars. Seeing the prefect's seal, the gendarme nods obediently and returns Stefan's sword. Father, I knew you'd come to the rescue. I haven't really done anything shameful. We will discuss this at home. Stefan sheathes his sword reverently as Nathan is let out of the cell. The elder brother takes the younger by the scruff of his neck and pulls him to the door. Nathan staggers and shuffles along limply. The prefecture is highly displeased with indiscreet nepotism your father took advantage of, and savory rumors about the Brante family creep through Annie's hut. Back home, father lectures Stefan. Your elder brother objects and blames Nathan for everything. This is Stefan. From now on, there will be no more drinking bouts or other nocturnal exploits, Nathan. Who are those rogues you've befriended, anyway? Stop shaming this family. If you're so worthless, at least let others go about their business in peace. Do you understand, you blockhead? Nathan +5, we were already best relations, I guess. Nathan remains silent, staring despondently somewhere above him. Stefan -4, but we helped him, so fuck Stefan anyway. Robert -1, I mean, what do you want? And I guess, I bet this will exhaust us. Reputation again +1, disgraced. Unity -1, disagreements. There was peace for a little while. Manipulation +1, I needed this before, man. I'm still clever. Still clever. Not enough, though. Freedom of speech. This is juicy for the next time, though. Your print shop has been graced by an unusual guest today. A short man of considerable age, dressed in the brown cassock of a priest. A smile appears on his round face. And this is for another time. This is Next Time Brante.